I think in many ways John Villiers would be surprised to be called a philanthropist. He really was a man who just wanted to help others. Also too, he came from a wealthy family. He wasn't wealthy himself, but he came from a wealthy family through his mother's side, and he was. I think he had philanthropy in his DNA because he came from the same family that established the Helen McPherson Smith Trust Fund, which is now worth $200 million, a very substantial. And I think he was inspired by that and decided that with his inheritance, he always felt that inherited money was not really his, it was his to give. And so when the time came, he decided that his entire estate was set aside for philanthropic purposes. I think he really fell in love with Queensland. As I said, he worked on pastoral stations throughout Queensland. He had no family of his own, but he saw the hardship and the challenges of especially young people in those areas. He became very involved with especially two organisations, the Bush Kids and Autism, what is now called Autism Queensland. I think it was through those reasons, working in those areas, being aware of the needs of young people, but also being a caring and generous man himself. We've just gone through a rebranding exercise as part of our new direction, and one of the things that was exactly one of the things we spoke about. What was coming from John's heart? What was it all? What was driving him? And at the end we came up with the idea of it's for the love of Queensland country. And it's really important to try and get inside the head and the heart of the founder to ensure that you're being true to the purpose for which he made this incredibly generous donation. These days philanthropy is so much about relationships, and the relationship we have with QCF is a very important one. And awards like this provide a great exposure for organisations like ours, and that's critically important. We've seen with the recent bushfire event throughout Australia that ordinary Australians are very moved by events and needs and challenges, and are prepared to give. And so it's really important for these sorts of awards to inspire others to give. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It is the head and the heart together. It's about having an organisation that knows where it's going, knows its goals, can measure its impact, especially in community, and then at the end of the day, achieving the sorts of heartfelt outcomes that you really want. That's why we're here. We're here for our purpose, and if we are achieving our purpose, then we are making a difference to young lives. And as I said, early intervention in young lives, in these challenging communities, can turn a life completely around and make a huge difference, and that's what we want to do.